Albums matter because it's a great way for artists to explore their sound and further develop it, and it just gives a great chance to be represented beyond just a one-dimensional note of a single.
We should celebrate albums not because it's just a body of music. Every album by every artist is like a manifesto to them, their identity, what they identify with, what they believe in, what they want people to believe in.
The music industry nowadays is completely disposable. Like, you have to get your point across in a song in 3 minutes or less, and everybody's just like, the most important thing people think is to get playlisted because that's when people hear your songs most. And it's just like completely lost the intimacy of an album and like seeing a snapshot inside the artist's mind.
With an album you get a chance to tell not just your own story but the story of the world around you, and I think that's something that we need to keep alive in times when there's so many more stories to be told.
Actually, we can sort of forget why something has been made and released the way that it has. With my album, I felt really that it was quite important that I'd sort of create in a way with the idea that you would listen to it from start to end. And that in a way, it would be a reminder to people that it is quite nice to sort of sit down with a record and listen to it in that way.
Albums matter because it's a kind of greater body of work, and there's an artistry to that, and it's a story, and I think we should celebrate that.
They do serve the purpose of a snapshot of the artist's head at any given point. So I think they are very important. You know, I still prefer to listen to an album from start to finish, so I get the whole narrative of what was happening with the artist or said artist during that particular time.
They're statements, they tell stories, they represent visions, specific artists' visions, and they're an art form that is loved by so many.
I think albums matter because it gives you a broader feel for the artist and their message. I think as people can sort of curate their taste in finer and finer detail with playlisting, artists often become just like a flavour in someone's playlist, and I think the album is more important than ever to give people like a broader sense of what someone's about.